Well, Knockleby hit the skids on this one. Can you imagine these two guys? This guy Chernoff and this Duke DeHaas. I thought John Wayne got the thing. You know, it seems to me that this is an embarrassment to anybody who ever got this award, Chernoff and DeHaas. I mean, it's frightening. Okay, are you ready to film? Are we all set? Okay. You know, Professor Knockleby really did it this time. Bill Chernoff, Holy Toledo, and the other fellow, Duke DeHaas. Wow, they're really something.
So why did we decide on Duke DeHaas for the Champions of Justice Award? And I think that the answer is really clear. Everybody loves Duke DeHaas.
I've known Duke 35, 40 years. We tried cases together, we traveled together, and we were partners together for 4 years. We both were defense lawyers, he still is. So now Duke and I go against one another, but our friendship hasn't changed one bit.
I have been a co-worker, partner, and friend of Duke DeHaas for more than 35 years. My relationship with him pretty much defines my legal career, and I think I'm much better for it.
Duke is extremely well prepared. He's like a boxer. He always answers the bell, and he never backs down.
90% of all of our successes is our preparation. And Duke would call, you know, even in the days when the cell phones were as big as the trunk of your car, he'd be calling you all hours of the night. I picked this up, let's think about that.
He has the quintessential qualities of what it means to be a lawyer. Duke is hardworking. Duke is brilliant, but Duke is also dedicated, and he is committed to every aspect of his practice and his life and this firm.
He still tries cases in Sacramento and up and down the state with great energy. He's a diplomat of ABOTA, and you have to have a minimum of 100 jury trials to do that. He's got a national reputation of just being a very hard-charging, ethical lawyer.
Duke was awarded the Civility Award from ABOTA a few years ago, and civility includes ethical behavior and ethical conduct.
He doesn't cut corners with ethics. And you know when he tells you something, it's true. You know, there's some lawyers that they tell you it's sunny outside, you go get your umbrella, but with Duke, it's just, he's just a straight shooter.
I have never had the disadvantage of sitting at the other end of the table against Duke DeHaas, but I can tell you those who have fear him as a lawyer, and yet at the end of the day know that if they have a problem or a situation or require a favor, they can go to Duke and Duke can give it for them.
You call Duke for a favor, it's done. He never asks why, it's just no problem, Marsh, we're there. So, you know, he's one of a kind. He's fun. I mean, you know, Duke is just a blast. He can go from the courtroom and go across the street and rub elbows with our adversary, you know, have a cocktail, and then go home and come back and try to kick his teeth in the next morning.
Duke is among the most impressive human beings that I've ever known, and I say that without reservation. And I say that not merely in a courtroom, but in his office and with his family.
Duke's family means everything to him. He loves Teresa with all his heart. He loves his kids with all his heart.
Duke really exemplifies what you would expect as a husband, as a father, as a grandfather. He's just amazing as a family man. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret, because not many people know why Louis DeHaas is known as Duke DeHaas. Young Louis DeHaas, 4 years old in Cleveland, Ohio, was always playing on his porch. And one day his neighbor introduced young Louis DeHaas to a chicken named Duke. He took out a hatchet, put the chicken's neck on a block.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
The neighbor said, "See, that's what you look like when you're running around on your porch. And from now on, I'm going to call you Duke." And that's how Duke DeHaas got his name.
The three words I would use to describe Duke would be brash, fun, and professional.
Duke DeHaas in 3 words is hard to do, but I would say smart, dedicated, and competitive.
In 3 words, generous, empathetic, and professional.
It's not only a pleasure to work with Duke, it's a true privilege. You could not pick a better person to work with, and my only wish is that I get to retire before he does.
Duke and I have been in some fun situations. We've traveled, like I've said before. We've had great times in the courtroom, and you know, my life has been fulfilled having him as a friend.
Those who were on that list of recipients of this award just got better because Duke is among them.